Imagine waking up tomorrow, unlocking your Galaxy device, and realizing instantly that something feels completely different. The animations feel smoother, the icons seem to hover like real glass, the wallpaper subtly reacts to your touch, and the entire interface breathes with a new level of clarity and motion. This isn't wishful thinking. This is exactly the experience Samsung is crafting with One UI 8.5, an update designed not just to improve your phone but to transform the way you interact with every single screen. Before watching, please do not forget to subscribe to Tech Insights so that you can get notified on daily tech updates. Now let's dive deep into the version of One UI that Samsung is quietly shaping to become the most polished, fluid, and intelligent software they have ever shipped. One UI 8.5 is built on top of Android 16, and Samsung is using this foundation to redesign its entire visual ecosystem. The new theme is called the Liquid Glass Design Language, and it blends minimal, soft curves with dynamic blur effects that adjust in real time. When you pull down the quick settings, the background transforms into a frosted sheet of glass that subtly diffuses whatever wallpaper you use. The panel no longer feels like a separate layer. It feels like it's part of the phone's environment. Every animation responds to your movement, and the blur levels shift based on the depth of the UI element. The result is shockingly premium, giving your device a flagship look even if you're using a mid-range model. Samsung has also made major improvements to customization. One UI 8.5 introduces adaptive tile resizing, which allows users to enlarge or shrink individual quick settings tiles. If you want a massive Wi-Fi tile, a tiny flashlight tile, and a medium-sized mobile data tile, you can do it. This level of control has never existed on One UI before, and it dramatically changes how your quick panel feels and functions. The ability to switch brightness and volume sliders between horizontal and vertical layouts gives users even more flexibility. These might sound like small additions, but together they create a feeling of owning the interface rather than simply using it. The Gallery app receives one of Samsung's boldest UI redesigns in years. The new header area now shows a live preview of the latest photo or video inside each album, adding personality to the interface and making browsing faster. Floating menus with liquid, glass blur effects replace old pop-ups, making editing feel cleaner and easier. The navigation bar at the bottom has been shrunk, the buttons have been enlarged, and the entire design feels far more minimal. For users who edit photos or videos on their phone, this is one of the most refreshing changes of One UI 8.5. The camera app has been reorganized, not redesigned. The layout looks familiar, but Samsung has finally grouped key settings intelligently. Video resolution, HDR audio formats, LG controls, and dual recording options now appear in compact, easy-to-navigate menus. This reduces clutter and helps creators find important toggles faster. Samsung is also updating stabilization, improving the preview frame rate in certain modes, and enhancing low-light motion processing. These enhancements are subtle but noticeable, especially for users who film frequently. One of the most exciting behind-the-scenes upgrades is Samsung's new network battery saver, which uses AI to understand when your phone is active and when it's not. If the system detects that the phone is resting, like when you're sleeping, it drastically limits unnecessary network activity. Apps stop chatting with servers, background sync slows down, and data requests drop to near zero. This results in significantly longer standby time. Overnight battery drain, which is usually between 3–8% depending on usage, may drop to just 1% or 2% for most users. This feature is built on Samsung's personal data intelligence engine, the same AI that studies your daily habits to optimize app behavior. The Settings app also gets meaningful changes. Every menu now features more open spacing, smoother transitions, and new icons. The search bar has been moved to the bottom for convenience, and Samsung has redesigned the battery section with improved graphs and real-time usage predictions powered by AI. A new minimalistic battery indicator replaces the classic icon in the status bar, giving a cleaner look that aligns with the overall theme of One UI 8.5. Samsung is also preparing new features like Tap to Share NFC file exchange, an upgraded version of Smart Share that transfers photos, videos, and documents instantly when two Galaxy devices physically touch. This is Samsung's answer to Apple's AirDrop improvements in iOS 17 and Android's new Nearby Share upgrades. Some builds also include experimental features like auto product review summaries, smart meeting notes, and AI-generated daily usage suggestions, though these may arrive later depending on regional release. The My Files app has been modernized with a glass interface, showcasing blurred panels, highlighted storage sections, and faster access to recently opened files. The main screen now surfaces important folders at the top, reducing the need to search for your data. The bottom search bar makes one-handed use far more convenient, especially on large displays like the S24 Ultra or upcoming S26 Ultra. All these changes point to one thing: Samsung is preparing One UI 8.5 to be the smoothest and smartest version of One UI ever. This update is not about adding hundreds of new features. It's about refining the system to feel more personal, more natural, and more connected to how you actually use your device. With leaked builds growing more polished each week, One UI 8.5 is shaping up to be a perfect balance of visual beauty, AI intelligence, and everyday practicality. Samsung plans to roll it out first with the Galaxy S26 series in early 2026, followed by a large list of eligible Galaxy phones. This is not a small update, it's Samsung's new vision for the future of mobile UI. And as more leaks, internal test builds, and beta releases appear, we'll continue exploring them here on Tech Insights. Stay tuned, because One UI 8.5 may end up being the most important Samsung update of the entire decade.